Welcome back to another episode of Whitetail Bushcraft. Doing a little solo trek today. I'm going to do some more shed hunting, just mess around in the woods a little bit. Sean's not with me today. He's out hunting girls, I think, today. Nothing wrong with that, though. If I was 15, I'd be doing the same. But let's see what we can get into. I think I'm going to take you back to some of the woods that I do a lot of mushroom hunting in. Haven't been there in a while. So stay tuned, guys. Old gnarly looking tree. This is another good spot looking for sheds, guys. Right by their watering holes. You know the deers are going to be moving here. There's no real science to it. Just mainly keep your eyes open and look for something that stands out in a whitish tan. And like I say, I always look for bones too. You never know. One may have died and the coyotes could have dragged some stuff around. Alright guys, now we're getting into my stomping grounds. I might have to blindfold you a little bit here. Just kidding. This is where I rarely take anybody. This is where I do a lot of mushroom hunting. I took you guys last year on a mushroom hunt. Let's see if we can't find some sheds out here. Maybe some fresh down trees also. This gets pretty thick out here, so let's see what we can get into. We got a down tree over there we might want to hit. Look in the roots of it, see if there's any chert. Something on it. They kicked up some deers. Yeah, I just heard something stomp off, guys. We're definitely getting on a deer trail, so the crows are letting everybody know I'm here. Puddles are still frozen. So let's see what we can get into. I'm getting onto the trail. This is a lot of gray trees, and I find a lot of morels in this area right here, so don't tell anybody. Somebody's shooting a gun. He ain't shooting my way. Stay tuned. These fallen trees are a great place to look for flint, guys, or chert in our area. We like to call it flint, but it's actually chert. But you look right where the stump, if it's a fresh tree that just fell over. Usually a great place to look for the chert. Maybe we'll find some of that by the riverbeds and creek beds and stuff. I don't know if you guys can see that right there, but I think we found something. Let's walk up, take a better look. Whoa, picked up on some briars. Sorry about that, guys. Look right here. What we got out of here. Put it out in the light, guys. Check that out, guys. That had to be on one hell of a nice buck there. That's just one tine. Just one tine. Broke off, looks like. That's more likely been from fighting. You can see a little green moss in there. So that's been there for a while. That's probably this year. Alright, what I was saying before, my batteries went dead, guys. I had to change batteries real quick. This doesn't look like a shed here. This definitely looks like it was broke off during it when two bucks were fighting. Been looking for about, I don't know, 45 minutes, and I found this one so far. That'd be a heck of a tool. Right there, some kind of primitive weapon. But that was one heck of a buck. If you figure that was a tine on one, that's just one tine. I'd like to run across that buck, just to kind of give you guys a better look at it. But let's keep searching and see what we get into. Not bad so far. Oh, a pretty active trail, guys. More they got a duck, more chances of an antler falling off. There's some really fresh deer scat. Another thing I like to do, guys, when I'm shed hunting is just kind of get down low in a squat position and just kind of scan the floor bottom. Today's a little rough. We got a lot of sun glare, so it's really making the bottom of the floor shine, but I kind of look for that shiny curves. We're definitely on a lot of deer trails in through here. A lot of deer trails. I got a good old boy that I know. He got a set of sheds off the same deer for about 3-4 years in a row. He's got a feeder where they actually had to put their head in, and he put a big wire across it where the buck actually had to tilt his head to get in, and he'd watch from his porch, let that buck get good and settled in eating, and all of a sudden he'd come out of that porch screaming, and that thing would knock off his sheds each time and drop right in the feeder that he built. It was a homemade feeder, just like a trough, and it was kind of funny. He loved telling that story. But he'd knock those antlers off just by coming out yelling. I wish I could get that on video for you once. That would be neat. I just wanted to share that little story with you. I think we found another score, guys. Right here. It's a little one. 1, 2, 3-pointer. Well, that would have been a 6-pointer. That's a young'un. Be a nice flint knapping tool. Pressure flaking with it, you know. That ain't too bad, guys, so far. Got a little one there and this broken tine. That tine's probably been there a little while. I don't know. Maybe it was this year's. But it's definitely broken. Ain't doing too bad. Just for a fun time in the woods. Let's see if we can find the one that matches this. But not too bad. Nice little trail through here, so I'm hoping to find the other one. It's kind of cool. I usually find my, like when I found that 9-point skull this year, or actually last year during December, I usually find them when I'm not even looking for them. This one, you can see that's this year's for sure. I mean, it's not even nibbled on yet. A lot of times the rodents will eat it for the calcium and the coyotes and such. That's not going to be a nice little flint napping tool there. I got a pretty good trail over here, which you can see on this broken tine one. I think that one has been there a while. You can see how it's been nibbled on. Looks like rodents been chewing on it. Well, let's see what else is around, guys. Awfully quiet though today in these woods. Usually I'm kicking up deers, and I thought I heard a couple run, but nothing so far. There's a big widow maker here. There's some good kind of fresh active trails here. Gotta get the sun to my back again. I'm just kind of scanning the area. Very cool though. So far, I did a pretty good score for my second time out looking for sheds. It's not always about shooting something either. I just kind of like to hunt. Big thing with me, you guys know. I use the deer meat. I feed the family with that. You know, we got 2 deers in the freezer and a half a cow. I probably should do an update on the cows for you guys. T-bone and ribeye, I should say. Man, this is nice out here. You can be in the middle of nowhere and you're still going to find trash. Definitely on a deer run here. Nice track right there. These look fairly fresh. I've been kicking them up. We're right on the edge of a big cornfield over this way, guys. See, I like it when we get a little bit of cloud cover like this, and you can, that glare goes down. It's a little easier to spot them. I ain't seeing nothing. Might head down this way a little bit more, then maybe head back. These vine here, guys, can be a water source. I mean, you chop them in half with your machete, up high and down low, and just hold it up. You sometimes can get a lot of water out of these. It's a wild grapevine. It's a big one too, boy. Well, I don't know how good this camera's picking it up, guys, but this rock here, you see that thing's got a lot of quartz in it. You definitely probably get a spark off of that, you guys. A lot of quartz mixed in with that. Very cool. Yeah. I'm going to do a little bit more searching. I think I might call it, guys. I'll head over here in this other spot that I haven't been by and see what we can find. Well guys, I think I'm gonna head back. Didn't do too bad. Got a nice broken tine and a little, I'm gonna call it a pressure flaker now for flint napping. Wish I could have found the match to it though. But I'll give you guys a little closer look. Not too bad, guys. Not too bad at all, just for a couple of hours out in the woods and just something to do. But once again, I want to thank you guys for all your great comments, your views, and your support. And I will catch you on the next video. I think I'm going to head on out of here now. So take care and be safe, guys.